It is time for a slithering snake to make its way once again. Hello everyone, it's SK95. Welcome back to more Donkey Kong Bananza. Last time, we did the Elephant Bananza's rehearsal. And as you know fully well, it wasn't as bad. This time, big warning. Snake Bananza rehearsal is quite possibly the hardest rehearsal next to the final rehearsal of the game. Yeah, this is why I'm completely stressed by it. If you want 100% of this, you're gonna have to be used to all the skills again, and it's not that easy. So let's go ahead and talk to the Elder. Swah! I hear you're super famous on the surface now. I do love hanging out with stars.
It's good to see you again, Elder. So, hey.
You don't have to tell me. I already know what you need. You need inspiration for a song, isn't that right? You couldn't have come to a better snake. I know how to ignite the artist inside you. It's simple. You undergo my Bananza rehearsal. Got it. Swah, let me stop you right there. To undergo my snake Bananza training, you must have eaten 600 bananas. Once you're stuffed, just slither on by and talk to me. Big warning as well. Make sure your snake is maxed out. Do not worry about it in the slightest. Big other warning. If you're not used to a few things in the game. Turf jump. Turf jump shot, or rather turf jump. It is going to screw you over more than you think. It's probably the skill that will actually screw you over entirely. You cannot unlearn it, so unfortunately you're stuck. So you've got no choice but to keep it. So unfortunately for me, we have no choice. What is it you seek? To undergo my Snake Bananza training, you must have eaten 600 bananas. Hey, honest. How many of you had? 900. Sensational! You have stuffed yourself into true snake form. You may proceed. I must warn you, the path ahead won't be easy if you haven't fully absorbed all of your Snake Bananza skills. But rehearsal. May the sun shine upon you both. Snake Elder's Rehearsal Hall is quite possibly the one that you're going to be giving yourself a headache for. A lot of its gimmicks revolve around using goo gum and other things of that nature in the very beginning. Believe me when I say that, it's not fun. So yeah, all business, no pleasure. So in the very beginning though, it's pretty much the introduction of it. It's just showing you how to use the dang shift stone in order to actually, you know, get up to the top. Grab piece, jump up, grab piece, jump up. Now, it's just simple to get up here. Honestly, it's not exactly even hard. I actually, oh boy, may have underestimated how hard I was looking to charge him. I wish it was shorter. It is half a second, but still, it's not as long as I'd like it. I'd like to be even shorter. Because I'm used to games where it just, you know, charge them instantaneously being at max right before you let go. It needs to be half a second so that you don't accidentally make yourself max jump. Unfortunately for me, I don't even need the gold. So now this is where the goo gum comes in. Yeah, this is fun. Now, be careful on the wall. You want to wait until the Munchwood gets out of the way. It's going to keep attacking every area, and it'll destroy the goo gum and come back. You can, however, do something else. Since you can technically destroy it, you can actually go ahead inside it and destroy it instantaneously. It's not easy to destroy, though. To be honest, it's not. It can destroy the terrain for you and actually make things a lot easier. Although, to be fair, this is where it's not going to be easy for you because it will destroy the terrain that you create. Unfortunately, this one is a bit of a pain. You gotta time your hop so that way you actually hit him, otherwise he'll be stunned for a while. You want to stun the goo gum annoyance so that way you can actually, you know, get up top. Ironically enough, if you have the smash, it actually makes it a lot easier to blow up goo gum, but it is still annoying nonetheless. Now, interestingly enough, if you go over this way, there's the balloon. There are still those balloons in the game. Every level has one. Find them all. There we go. Very nice indeed. We can even get up back to the top. The jump actually can create a shock grip so you can actually get up. The balloons itself is probably the area you're going to be struggling the most. By the way, I recommend something. Okay, DK, you're not helping in the slightest. It's not funny in the least. The water makes it very much impossible, but you can destroy everything entirely by just doing your usual strategy. Nothing is stopping you from destroying these guys. In fact, I'd recommend it. Because they are actually pretty annoying, and the smash is actually easier to climb up immediately. So, yeah, this is the first Calcutta being done. Unfortunately, this is only where it's gotten easy. The next part is harder. Now, before we go to the next part that's very much hard and one that gives me a massive headache, we're going to be going this way instead for the secret banana. This secret banana revolves around you jumping on a piece of terrain that creates itself automatically, and you have to climb up to make sure you're timing your jump so that way you can actually be on the top of it rather than below it. If you're below it, you will not make the jump. Whoop, and then wait for it, and then you're good. Thankfully, though, you have no time limit on this. You just need to make sure you're on the top. If you miss it at all, it restarts back from square one. That's all you gotta do about this one, and you're fine. The barrel cannon's kind of pointless because it just sends you all the way back. But you can go back anyway by just going down. Unless there was a reason for it. I don't know why they put a barrel cannon there. Whatever. I don't really understand game logic, but game designer logic. Whatever. Now, as you know fully well, barrel cannons can actually destroy concrete. It's just something they are typically known to do. Barrel cannons are just capable of destroying a lot of things in the game. And DK games are no exception. This is where you're going to have a headache. Second scale is possibly the one you're going to have a headache about. Snake bounces so much, you've got to grab boom bombs and then throw it at the spiked concrete. Be careful of your movement and then don't hit the spiked concrete. Otherwise, you'll get hurt. A lot. Now, as you see fully well, it starts accelerating in speed. So, unfortunately for me, I have to grab it to get. And unfortunately, these guys have to throw the terrain in order to grab it. So, yeah, you have no choice but to grab terrain and throw. If you want to give yourself more time, you can use glare, and your glare at your maximum will automatically make this easy for you. All right, there we go. We managed to get across. Now, this is where everything gets tricky. At the very top, there is another extra of one of the bomb's walls. Unfortunately, this means you have to grab a boom bomb with you. And because this moves fast, you have to use your dang glare. Yeah, I'm not kidding. So you gotta do this in order to get a dang... Ugh. Slow-mo. And then... Oh, darn it. This is what I was talking about. And unfortunately, this terrain regrows itself, so you cannot destroy it. And before you ask if you can destroy the terrain of concrete, I hate to bear bad news, but stone does not break it at all, and it's too slow to do so. So you got no choice. If you want to make this easier for yourself, you can actually destroy the terrain before, and then you can immediately get back immediately. It's not even remotely difficult or challenging, but it is still something to make note of. Okay. Yeah. Unfortunately, this is going to take me some time to get reused to it because I hate the second scale because there's nonsense. Thankfully, though, I don't really care about getting hit too often because, as you know fully well, you will just instantly heal quickly because of your abilities and whatnot. I'm going to blow you up because I don't want your face to be annoying. Yes, you can destroy the terrain there. It doesn't stop it. Okay, good. And now I'm going to actually go ahead and just flare just for full time. Okay. You're basically going to be timing your jump so you can actually get up there. And then you gotta time your jump so you can climb up here. And then you gotta time your jump so you can get up here. Just make sure you don't double jump because you'll activate the turf jump immediately. Okay, good. Great. Okay, just barely got it. Okay. Glare first, and then immediately throw at the bomb right here. Okay, we're good. Balloon gotten, we're good. We can go up immediately. This is a shortcut for the hidden balloon that you need to grab, so hurting yourself is fine. You just need to go that pathway to get the balloon. You don't get the pathway, you are locked out of it completely, and you cannot go back. So, yeah, not fun. You can try to get back immediately by just grabbing on the terrain pieces and just, grab the fractone and just create terrain pieces and they stick together repeatedly. But it's not easy to get back up to the top because it only lasts for so long. And believe me, I wouldn't recommend it. It just takes too long. At that point, you might as well reset the entire thing because unfortunately, there are no fractones that reset it unless you're careful. Lasers and, well, liftoff ore. Great. Glare to make this easier for yourself. Believe me when I say this. You want to... DK, you're not helping me in the least. Stop doing that. Unfortunately, if you get smacked while you're in slowdown time, the game is arguably harder. Liftoff ore. Okay, good. Unfortunately, this is probably where I'm going to struggle the most because, yes, there is a hidden banana up there, and liftoff ore makes this worse. Now, you gotta time it so you can actually, get across. Let's go grab that and grab you. Okay, good. Oh, boy. Okay, okay, okay. We made it to the top. Oh, man, I hate that one. I had to be cautious and not talk about that, but man, floated aloof is obnoxious. Thankfully for my sanity, we don't have to worry about it anymore. We are still not even remotely done yet. Let's go and get our apple in question. We can fully heal so we don't have to worry about it anymore. And now we'll go into the third scale. Thankfully, though, hopefully, there's more triple luck to come. Electricity combined with jumping. Yep. And guess what? Yep. Isn't that convenient? What you're supposed to do is climb on the wall. Thankfully, though, you can glare and actually just climb up immediately. Unfortunately, the timing on this is a little bit strict. You want to make a pathway up immediately. There, and glare, and then you want to do a turf jump all the way up. It's a Snake Bananza transformation. Immediately get up to the top. And then glare again to slow and flow of time. Do it again, and then climb up, and then you want to smack. And then you want to glare, smack. And then turf jump. And then smack. You want to smack more, in fact, because glare again, and then you want to do a jump immediately, do double jump, and then land back on the platform, or rather the wall. As you see, as you painfully can see, you have to get over to up there for the balloon. In question. Whoop. And then up. And then we're good. There is electricity and lava to the side. Yep, they are making this 10 times harder, aren't they? I recommend making sure your camera's viewed so you actually see where you're going. Yeah, it's not easy, as you see. Now, as you can see, I recommend holding it there and then immediately glaring, and then you mash the jump button. And then if you want to make more time for yourself, just hit the balloon again. And then you're good to go back up again. And unfortunately, I missed the timing. This can happen a lot, and you will fall to the bottom every single time you do so. So, I recommend being careful. I just want to show off what happens if you overdo it a little bit. Glare. Okay, DK, you're not helping in the slightest. Unfortunately, if you hit too many times, the game is very penalizing about it. Glare, and again, and then let's mash the jump button. Good. And then let's hold the glare button again, and glare. And then we'll hold it again. There we go. Very simple, very easy to get. Next banana. Ran to the third scale. We still have 2 more scales left to go. This next one is a bit interesting for the off-beaten path. This one has boom bombs. Now, I recommend glare immediately and charge your jump. Yeah, I'm not kidding. This is why you have to charge your jump immediately. Otherwise, you'll fall to the bottom and get smacked by electricity or ball bombs. Either way, Snake by going boom is definitely one of those levels. Now I can finally get my golden vacuum. I'm going to need this for later. Because believe me when I say this, you're going to need it for the dang last of Grumpy. So let's head back to the main stage. All right, halfway there. All right, we're good. Let's go and enjoy the music. All right, and let you enjoy the music enough. As you see, this is bad. Yep. Platforms that go down, and then as you see, it's gonna hit you. If you're not careful, it will hit you or hurt a lot more. If you want to make your timing right, you gotta charge jump and then immediately use the Snake Glare to keep this going. If you time your jumps wrong, you will immediately fall to the bottom and it's not fun. And now let's glare again quickly before you actually get hit, and good. Okay, we're good. We're good. We made it to the next spot. Next one is just a lot of vertical movement. This one is the more annoying one, isn't it? Left, right, left, right, right. It's a pattern entirely. Right, left, right, right. So what you gotta do is memorize that pattern. So technically speaking, it starts at a certain point. There's an empty space right here. Make sure you jump immediately and then hop up, and glare again. And then do the hop up. And then you can roll, but rolling is a bad idea. Rolling is actually the worst idea you possibly could do while climbing. If you're not careful about it, you will get zapped by electricity. It does hurt, and I wouldn't recommend it. Like, anyone would want to get smacked by and hurt by electricity. Grab up there immediately, and we're good. 4th scale is all done. Yeah, as soon as you can finally get a pattern going, the other scales are easier. As you saw last time, the 2nd scale is probably the one that you're going to be having a headache the most, especially when you want to get the actual balloon. But as you saw, there is still a missing dang balloon. Where is it, you may wonder? Well, unfortunately, guess what? The balloon itself, as you see, it's right over there. So, yeah, guess what I have to do? If you mean go up and climb up immediately to go over to the balloon, you'd be correct. If you mean climb over to the wall and, you know, grab it, you'd be correct about that one. Thankfully, though, it's not as bad as it may appear to be. All you gotta do is keep glaring and then hold to the side, and you'll be good to get the balloon immediately. That's pretty much the only thing you have to worry about. And then while you're over here, you cannot be hit by actual terrain right now, so it's pretty much fine. It's just, you know, skip high, you'll be good. And you'll be good to continue up entirely. Well, the 4th scale's done, and we can get that next banana now. The next 4th banana is, well, over here. Not exactly hidden, though. It's honestly pretty much a fight on your hands. This one is a bunch of hardheads. Yeah, you're not kidding. Now, what the game does not tell you about these guys is that concrete itself can, well, be destroyed. Ironically enough. Now, as you know fully well, you have an ability that you have not used in a while. The slam. If you slam into the ground and drop them into the water, they auto-die. So you can actually do that falling. Ow. And unfortunately, it's not easy to hit. If you manage to get it right, yes, as you see, we got rid of them. They're not exactly that dumb, though. They will eventually figure out that, yes, you're trying to knock them down to the bottom. But if you glare and make it easier for yourself, you can make this very easy. There we go. And, hey, okay, you know what? There we go. Ha ha ha. All banana is now ours. Yes. All the chips, all the gold, all the bananas, all everything. And it's, you know, fully well, I'm not gonna have to grind out your chips. Thankfully, this is not exactly hard. Sink like a croc. Sink like a croc. But I'm not a crocodile. I am a snake. There's no Kremlin transformation. So, yeah, let's go to the last challenge and see how bad it is gonna be. The sky's the limit with these challenges. Literally, because you're going up in this dream. Haha, had to. Now then, we've reached the top. This one is the final scale. The end is nigh, the beat will drop. Just don't get thrown, just climb, climb, climb. As you see, this terrain is different. Guess what this terrain is? Yes, I am not kidding. It's actually Wapadoids. Yeah, not fun, is it? Wapadoids are not fun to deal with. And they made a jerk move in this. If you want to make this easier for yourself, immediately activate your glare. You'll be able to walk across easier. The terrain that they have is immune to damage, so do not bother doing your normal strategy, and you'll be good to go across. And then we'll go left. And then as you see, this one is gonna move up. But you can make this easier for yourself and actually cheese the entirety of the thing if you just take the time to, well, glare and let it fall. It's actually very easy to do so. Now we've reached the top immediately, but there is still that balloon in question, right? Where do you think the balloon is? We wonder? Well, it's not under there, that's for sure. And the balloon itself is actually up here. But you gotta angle your jump a little bit. Let's go glare and then hop up. And then while it's going down, you can climb on this. And as you see, something's odd, right? Well, it's not odd as you may appear to be. You're on the wall a bit, by the way. You can actually climb on the wall, but the camera is not exactly friendly about it. The light is not exactly friendly about it either. And as you see, the balloon is right over here. They will come back eventually, but we got the actual balloon in question. Thank goodness. Wapadoids are easy to take care of. And honestly, I think the Bananza one is probably the shortest one of the bunch. Well, not the shortest, technically speaking. This zebra technically can be the shortest if you know what you're doing. This is where you're gonna need to use your glare. Because guess what? The Whelpitoid comes in many shapes and sizes. Before you ask, yes, they can come in giant size. Yes, I'm not kidding. This is actually a giant Whelpitoid that the game likes doing. Massive jumping to make it easier for yourself to get up to the top. There's nothing behind it, by the way, in case you're wondering, so you're good to go. Now we can go and fire ourselves out of the cannon. Harrison, folks, you sprang past all expectations. If you're curious to see if we've got all the bananas, though, thankfully, though, the bananas are easy to find. Ran to the final scale. It is done. Yes. I just had to make a snake pun in there somewhere. Although, to be fair, though, the lights and camera and action with DJs. It's finally over. Right? Wrong. There's more than one more left. But, Snake Elder. The Snake Bananza rehearsal is a bravo, my slithery maestro. Or maybe it's maestro. I don't know anymore. I'm bad with rehearsal and chorus.
Wow, DK, great work. We did it. We've been trained by the elders. And my singing has gotten so much better thanks to all that hard work. But that new song I've been chasing. Oh, it's still out of reach. I know I'm close, but I just don't know, DK.
You now learn a Golden Snake Bananza skill. And the ancient record duplicate is now in the inner table. The new outfit for Pauline is now available as soon as you get the last ability.
There has to be something else we can try.
This is the Planet Core. The Planet Core is where you're going to see the visit. Now, as you saw and heard, a new outfit is available. This one is only gotten after you complete all the Elder rehearsals. This is the outfit that you get from the amiibo for DK and Pauline. The outfit in question is, when we show it, is the outfit that she wears, well... The outfit she wears is the last outfit in the game. The Diva dress, the one you get from the amiibo. You only get this after you complete the Elders, or you get it from the amiibo itself to get it ahead of time. But the only way you can get the amiibo is by the resort layer, so you technically can only get it till then. This will allow you to increase your disc chance. So if you want 100% the discs, this is your best way of doing so. There is areas that you recommended to get this entirely, and you can get it entirely. But the enemies themselves, they're not easy. If they infinite really spawn, I recommend it. But there's not really a lot of areas where there's a billion enemies at once. The double likelihood increases is really helpful. We only have 44 to 110, so it's going to be a while before we get all the CDs. So, outright speaking, I will be doing this off-screen. Off-screen more likely than not, because outright speaking, this will take forever. Mostly because I know fully well the dang rehearsals take forever anyway, and I'd rather not spend my time forever just, you know, grinding up rehearsal amounts. It's not exactly the thing I'd like to do. It can be, like, fun for those who want to, but I really don't like it. So, let's go ahead and, you know what, I'm going to save the bridges on. I was just being indecisive, so that's good. Now, you don't have to use the Diva dress for this. You technically can get music CDs by just exchanging chips. If you had a way to get a lot of chips, you'll be good to get that. But at the same time, we still need to get more. So let's head toward the Planet Core. Somebody is dancing? Well, I wonder why he's dancing, huh? Well, there'll be a reason for why he's dancing. But before we do that, though, before we do any of that, though, well, we might as well talk to him and see what he's going on. Hello, did you come to see the live show? Too? There. Hello, did you come to see the live show too?
What? There's a live show?
Yeah, it's gonna be at the Heart of Gold. Heart of Gold is where the Bananium route is located. Technically speaking, this is also the last rehearsal of the game. Now, big warning. Big warning. I'm gonna recommend a few things. First, I'm going to off-screen grind out the Banana chips, and I will be off-screen grinding all the dang music CDs myself. Just to make this a lot easier for everyone, because that way I don't have to be sitting around grinding up music CDs and whatnot. And that way you all aren't going to be bored about me doing that, because Unfortunately, writing music CDs and grinding everything else up is possibly one of the slowest meandering things in the game, and I'm pretty sure no one wants to see me do that. Thankfully, though, for my sanity, going to Climactic Cliff is the closest way you can get to this beginning rehearsal. And I want to get the gold necessary for the dang Grumpy Kong before we do the rehearsal. Also, I want to get the chips and music CDs done. I will show off where you can find the easiest spot for the music CDs, and I will show the area where you can get a lot of the bits of chips. Beyond that, though, let's get what we can from the dang trusty tone right here. While grinding, I completely forgot to show off the Snake Bananza's golden skill. The golden skill is a golden jump. Basically, when you jump, you create gold, and when you punch, you create gold. It can be useful in theory, but if the terrain is dirt, but as soon as it turns to gold, it will slow down your descent, making it worse. You're better off with the golden vacuum in order to get more gold as a result. If you really want an area to get a lot of gold, I'd recommend landfill layer and just reset the layer repeatedly. You just get infinite amounts of gold, and you'll be good to go. But we're back to the groove layer. There's a reason for this. I missed 2 bananas here. One was me being an idiot and completely forgot that collecting it. Thanks to you, this is the best, most happening event we've ever hosted. Way to go, DJ. TK, here's your banana. Yep, I'm a dummy. Grooving once again. And the last one is gone after you exchanging all the fossils. Thankfully, we have all of them. I completely forgot about them. You actually go to the Fossil Museum and check. However, the Fossil Museum itself has somebody in the middle now. This is where you're going to likely have it for it, and there's pretty much all that it has to do. We have all the fossils here. There is no other fossils left in the game. I could have sworn the game would tell me I got a banana for it. The fossils were traded by various shops and we put them in circulation. We yada yada yada. So we can new fossils at the shop. One of them will eventually end up here on display. Okay, too. We got high quality fossils. Use everything. Whoever's. Yeah, that apparently means I don't have all of them. What the game is telling me, like a dummy, very much a dummy, super much a dummy, in fact, is because I have gotten all the fossils, but I have not upgraded all the abilities. Yeah, it's not my favorite in the bunch. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade because, unfortunately, for whatever reason, I don't have it upgrade all the way. Let's check what clothing item I missed. I could have sworn I upgraded everything. Oh, I'm an idiot box. The collector itself doesn't actually have the dang thing on it. Technically speaking, it's actually where he's holding it. Unfortunately, it's me being dumb is one of the things that happened to me entirely. Okay, where are you? There's Grumpy, and there's this guy. Oh, right, Collect Toad. I forgot. It's him you have to talk to, not the curator. Hold the Toad. Is that every fossil in the underground world? Awesome. It's unbelievable that we have them all in one place now. Amazing. Incredible. We did skulls for an extra special present. The specialists. Banana. Oh, banana. Complete fossil collection. And that is every single fossil, everything in the game that you need to worry about immediately. Now then, I'm finally free of the dang bananas in question I've missed, right? Now then, you're probably wondering why the heck am I at the canyon layer of all things? Well, there is a reason for this. One of them has the best ability of the area where you can actually get a lot of chips. It's this challenge stage right here.
Let's do this!
Squealoids times 10. Now, I recommend having the tie for this, and then activate your Kong Bananza to make this easier for yourself, otherwise you'll have a hard time. Do not worry about collecting them physically, you will automatically collect them immediately, and it's also a good way to get a lot of CDs if you need to. As you see, I got 100 immediately. Planet Core Climactic Cliff, and then you want to start over automatically. Doing this on repeat will allow you to get as much chips as you possibly can. So I'm going to go ahead and cut ahead until I get access to this being done, because I need to have enough chips needed to actually get the exchange done, as well as get everything else done for Pauline as well. This also is the best place you can also get enough music CDs as soon as you have the Deepa chests. If you have gotten it from the DLC or gotten it from this mode, from the endgame mode of the game, then yes, you'll be good. If you don't, then you'll have to go ahead and get the amiibo if you haven't already. But we don't have to worry about that since I've already beaten the game. We've already gotten to this point, so we don't have to worry about it in the slightest. Alright, and we're back from the grinding. Yes, I got it all done. Before you ask how much I have, for music CDs, I have all the way up to 108. That's what you want to have. For a chip exchange, though, you want to have Lagoon Layer done again. You're gonna have to do this once because chip exchange was not here before. It can be annoying, yes, I agree. It is one of the more annoying chip exchange bananas, but you don't have a choice in the matter. So the next one in the lagoon layer is unfortunate, but is actually located on number 48, or rather 49, which is one that Here's the problem. I went through the game. Yes, I went through the entirety of it, but certain bananas escaped me entirely. It's not fun. Now, unfortunately, this one, ironically enough, is a banana in the rehearsal for Kong Bananza. Yes, you heard me right. I missed that one. So I'm going to make sure that I darn grab it, and I'll be right back. So, yeah, a long episode. It's no wonder I missed this one. I completely did not turn left from the last portion. I'm a dummy. How is your aim with the iron ball? So, this one sucks. You're playing basically a game of pachinko. So, yeah. Not exactly the most fun thing in the world to deal with. I honestly don't like this one either. Thankfully, that guy's about to fall anyway. It doesn't matter what happens to this guy. Unfortunately, we cannot charge punch to make it go farther. Believe me, it does not work as intended. And plus, the timing on the charge punch is worse. So let's go and just regular punch and we'll be good. Unfortunately, I think I can have to do it again. I don't know. Honestly, this one has always been a pain in the neck for me. I have a pixel. Why are you still up there? You know what? 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 I'm gonna make this smarter. I'm gonna wait until he gets up here and then smack it. Ha. Oh my goodness. I really don't like this guy. I hate this guy. In fact, I don't like him. He sucks. He just outright sucks. He's on a pixel there, as you see. I don't know how I do this to myself every single time, but I do. Oh, man. Alright, you know what? Screw you. Really? And he finally fell. Ugh. Yes, a charge punch was required. Ay, ay, ay. At least over here, this banana, I can be finally done with my life. Ay, ay, ay. Bouncy and destroy. Oh my goodness. Squidward. Okay, so now we only have 4 missing. The last 4 are automatically both of them being where the Grumpy Kong's last one is, and the other one is the planet core for the last rehearsal. Pretty much everything else is done. Now let's head back to Ignite Isle. All right, we're back here. I might as well mention something. Yes, you can do the challenge stage again, and you'll gain a lot of chips. However, I don't recommend it because it's more time wasting and consuming. Plus, if you mess up, you have to start all the way back up from start where 1, which is more annoying. And because when you complete a challenge, yes, you collect the chips no matter what. Now, outright speaking, that's what you want to do. And if you have gotten everything done like I have, if you recommend going for areas that have a lot of enemies, for the music itself, you want to have up to at least 108. The 109th and 110th are not available to you. The reason being is those are endgame content. One of them being the endgame thing, and one of them being from the last rehearsal. Just letting you all know right now in advance. Now, with everything done, everything else is done. I'm going to stop here for today. Next time on Donkey Kong Bananza, I will be off-screen grinding all the gold that we need for Grumpy over here. All 100,000, 120,000 of it. So, yep, see you all next time.